My cousin used to stay here, and she told me about this place. She kind of referred me to it, and then I called, and I got the call, and they told me it was available, and I was in an abusive relationship.
I'm in a program with Miracles. I have a marijuana problem, and I'm trying to get off of that so that I can get enrolled in school and, better myself. And I was having some situations with my living situation, and I was at Miracles talking to my counselor about it, and she told me about a wonderful shelter, St. Anthony's. And so I called them, and that's what happened.
I had to make sure, I was like, is this a shelter? And they said, yes, this is it. And looked up high ceilings. I'm like, okay, this is pretty good living here. So they showed us the rooms and seen how big the rooms are, and kind of got a little comfortable here. So, and then the people were great. The food is good.
I lost my job on Christmas Eve, and everything seemed to just spiral after that. Me and my mom started having her own problems, and with me not working, and she was going through her sort of like depression, I can say, and I was going through it. We was just bumping heads, and it got to the point where I didn't even want to stay with her, so I started staying in my car with my daughter. And that's when I told them at Miracles, and they told me about the shelter.
And we talk about different ways to interact with your children, like in school. And there's a Family Matters where, they tell you about how to deal with, communication within the family. Not always discipline, especially, spanking kids. It's not always the way to handle the problems, talking, communicating.
When I got here, they're willing to help you grow and teach you responsibilities. They have classes that help you with your credit, how to get your credit right, how to read your credit report. They have child care classes, how to deal with your child. The Lord see us through, yeah. Chances are we'll find two destinations. Chances roll away from me.
My daughter is the reason that I got a grips. It was like the last, you have that last few, entity of yourself, and that was my daughter. So sometimes your children are your strength. Your kids are looking at you or watching everything you do, no matter what you do from start to finish, from when you wake up to the day till it's time to go to bed. They're watching everything you do. And if you're allowing your child watch you allow yourself to go through this abuse, this dysfunction, they're gonna grow up thinking that that's okay. So do this. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your child.
They make you feel like this is home. They want you to be here to help you grow and to get out on your own.
For the most part, thank you for allowing me to have a place to stay. Now I'm standing tall, because part of the reason I wasn't able to find a job is because of self-esteem issues. Now that I'm here, I'm a little more bolder now. I can stand up. I actually just took back my life, and they gave me that opportunity to do that. I have my baby with me, and we have so much fun. Actually, her grades shot up too. This is basically a lesson learned. Take time and get to know somebody before you just jump into something. And all I need.
What could you live without? The list of things we don't need can get pretty long. But what if you lost your income, your savings, your home? What would you do to keep your family afloat, meeting their basic needs that indeed you can't live without? Catholic Charities St. Anthony Family Shelter exists for families that might be asking that very question. We exist because we don't think that hope is something you can live without. We exist because people like you make the choice to do without something they don't need so others can have a chance at living. As a service of Catholic Charities, St. Anthony Family Shelter provides a clean, safe place to live where families can stay together, eat together, and play together. We provide counseling and training in areas like parenting, money management, nutrition, writing a resume, and more. We provide a place where children can be children and parents can stop worrying about where they're going to find the food to feed their children long enough to get back on their feet. There are many ways to help and many things to be thankful for. What could you live without to give someone hope?